Hello, hello, and welcome, or should I say ho, 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 Christmas cousins. I'm Cousin Chad.
And I'm Cousin Seth.
He is Cousin Seth. And Cousin Seth, we're going to get into who we are, but I have to say, this is a fun episode. We've got a returning Christmas cousin, one who was with us in the nascency of our show back at the beginning over a year ago. So I'd like the crowd to welcome Christmas cousin Craig, that you know him as the Christmas Guy 365 on YouTube and various other media outlets. Craig, thank you so much for joining us again, all the way from the UK.
Hello, Chad and Seth. It's lovely to be back. I can't believe you've been so generous to get me back on again. I love coming on the podcast.
Thank you, Craig. Seth and I were saying one of our favorite things, for those of you who are new to the show, I am Cousin Chad, and I love the holidays and the seasons. My cousin Seth was not doing any of it. I said, let's do this journey where we go through all the fun of the holidays and we record it, we do a podcast. And so we started bringing on guests, and they would all give Seth some advice and tips, and we'd learn about other lifestyles. So we had you on, Craig, who was showing us how Christmas lifestyle would be in the UK, in the English countryside. It went great. And now this is, I believe, your third or fourth appearance on the show. Seth, we can't get enough of him. So here we are. And today we're going to talk about upcoming holiday season in the UK. We're going to talk about your new YouTube channel, some more tips for Seth. And because of you, Cousin Seth and I recently tried mince pies for the first time, and your reaction to that. That was a long time coming, and Seth and I could not be more thrilled. And Craig, I have to say, the fact that Seth and I had them at the same time together, you're bringing the cousins even closer. I mean, that was really cool. So
I had the biggest smile on my face listening to that one. That was really good to listen to.
That is, so let's paint the picture. You're at work, right? And you have your headphones on, and everyone else at work. This is what I picture. They're all I want to get my day done. Oh, this is terrible. Even though you live in a magical English countryside village where everything's made of chocolate and gingerbread, they still want to get their day done. But you're sitting there laughing and smiling. Give us the picture of how Cousin Seth brightened your day like he brightens mine all the time.
Well, I remember listening to the very first episode, and Cousin Seth didn't even have a Christmas tree. And now we're on episode, is it 170 yet, or is it 160?
About that, yeah.
About that, and look how far he's come. He is
far.
an official Christmas cousin. So that brings me so much joy when I listen to every episode at work, seeing Seth's journey. We've got Mrs. X, the continuing tale of that. He's trying new foods, new drinks. I'm looking forward to seeing his Christmas decorations this year. So he's come a long, long way.
A long way. Craig, he's going on vacations and picking up ornaments everywhere he goes. I mean, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, hitting up antique stores and never know where they're going to
You've created a monster, Chad.
Seriously, I know. He even sends me stuff, too. He sent me a custom ornament with my name, my wife's name, my kid's name. Sent me a fall gift basket with a special mug and everything. So not only is he loving the holiday, but he's getting the real spirit, Craig. He's sharing this spirit with us, which is really fantastic growth we've seen. I could never have imagined going this well.
I've just gone from Scrooge to Bob Crackett in a few episodes.
Seriously, he really is. So, Craig, let's. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go on, Seth.
Oh, no, they're probably taken on a few other identities in that time.
That's right. So, Craig, but when you are listening to this at work and you're cracking up, do any of your coworkers they check on your mental health? Or are they asking what you're listening to? What's going on?
I'm lucky. I work in my own little room.
Okay.
So I'm kind of in my own little winter wonderland, if you like. So once the doors are closed, I can get my Christmas podcast on. I can listen to you both and laugh and smile, and nobody can judge me.
Oh, I love it.
So nobody can see me.
Do you have it decorated, your office?
Yeah, at Christmas time, yeah. I'll string some tinsel up and lights and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, because you are the Christmas Guy 365. For those of you who want to find out more, Craig has a great new YouTube channel. If you've seen our stories, every time he puts out a new episode, we try to promote it and support our fellow Christmas cousins. And he has his, he has his family on there. They're doing all these various Christmas activities. So check that out. That's the Christmas Guy 365 on YouTube. Craig, how is that going so far for you? It's been fun. I know you're getting a good amount of hits for a new channel.
Yeah, it started off really well. I've been on Instagram for a while. As I said, been listening to podcasts and stuff, so I wanted to do my own thing. My daughter joins in, my son, my wife, which is one of the main reasons why we do it, because we just have so much fun. We launched it in September, and last year in England, things came out a little bit earlier than they have done this year. So I've been a little bit unlucky in the sense that we're a little bit behind this year in England. As I said on the last YouTube video, most restaurants, Starbucks, etc., they're going to release their Christmas stuff this coming weekend. There's a lot of them are dropping, whereas last year it was a little bit earlier.
Wow,
So
interesting that it would be later.
the first few episodes have been just trying to find Christmas stuff to film. But from now till Christmas, it'll be flat out. Yeah, we've got loads of content coming.
Oh, good. Yeah, and now it's easy. And Seth, you were in Target the other day and you texted me, they're playing Christmas music already.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, it was what, Friday afternoon or something like that. So yeah, I guess it's been the 1st of November, and it was just like they flipped the switch and yeah, the Christmas music's
It's
on.
go time.
It's go time.
Oh, absolutely.
At my house, it's a struggle right now because my wife loves the fall and Thanksgiving, but once it's November 1st, I'm all in on Christmas. So literally, like we have at our kitchen sink right now, like two different soaps. There's the pumpkin soap still, and then next to it's the peppermint soap. It's like the hand soap that we reuse. So I use my own.
It's just the battle of the season soaps.
It really is, yeah. So she's only letting me little by little bring the Christmas stuff in, and I understand. But I'm sneaking it in, like in the bathroom now, in the shower is a big brick of peppermint soap. I've got I even got a Christmas razor, like a red special one. I don't know, they just oversold me on it. It's the same thing, but just red. It was fun though this morning. So it was a good time. So it is creeping in, and I love seeing on your channel though, Craig, whether you find stuff or not, just seeking it, because we're all doing that, and that's part of the fun and experiencing it. So everybody definitely check that out. So what is the biggest things we want to have you back on to just say, okay, so now we're in the nascency of the Christmas season in the English countryside. You live in a small village. I don't know if you want to say the name again.
Yeah, it's called Oswestry.
What is it? Oswestry?
Oswestry in the county of Shropshire.
North Shropshire or just Shropshire?
North Shropshire. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a huge county, so.
I did a Google Maps.
Yeah,
of
last
your
time
county.
we were on.
Yeah, that was so fun going through the village. It was great. Yeah, and there's a Cadbury factory right across like the river or whatever. So.
Yeah, but I did send you a picture of that. It is an industrial factory, Chad. It's not the Willy Wonka thing you thought it was it?
I know, but there's a thing called the confirmation bias where you only really see what you want to see. So to me, I saw just magical, like puffs of cocoa puffing out of there. It wasn't smoke and smog. It was like marshmallows. So it was great. So Seth, you're an Anglophile. You love things British, right?
Absolutely.
So were there things that you want to do? Like, where would you want to go if you could go anywhere in the UK, say, for the holidays?
I want obviously to go into London, see that's all decorated, but go in the countryside. It's and see kind of smaller areas, and because I never got the opportunity to do that when I've been there, so it's always been like London and out. So
fancy.
London was your number one US place you wanted to visit, wasn't it?
Right.
So you got
weird. I had to get on a plane.
That's right.
I'll just drive. It's fine. They're like, no, there's a big body of water.
Yeah. Well, Craig, Harrods to Seth is like me going to like a Dollar General store here in the U.S. where everything's
just casual, just
casual.
Right.
No big deal. Yes, but Seth, we do need to make a trip out there. I don't care about going to London. I want to go to the English countryside. I want to take a bite out of the side of those buildings. Everything. It's going to be so fun. We will get there.
Swim in the chocolate.
I think you'll hurt your teeth, Chad.
Yeah, we'll see. So, Craig, what is it with the upcoming season that you are most looking forward to? Any, obviously you have some traditions you always do, and is there anything new that you haven't done yet? And then I want to get into some more advice because now we have Seth in his second year going full on. You've been such a good Christmas guide to him. So I hit you with a lot of questions. I'm excited when we have you on, Craig. So
we, like I said, I do the YouTube channel with my family, my wife, son and daughter. So we've been talking about what we can do content wise. And in the small town I live is kind of like the Deck the Halls film. They do like a Christmas light prize.
Oh.
So we're going all out for that this year. So we're going to film. We've already started ordering stuff.
Oh, cool.
So we're going all out for the prize of the best Christmas lights in Oswestry. It's very prestigious, very prestigious.
What is the prize? Is it actually a monetary prize or just like a sign?
I think you just get a picture with the mayor. I think that's about it. Really.
Oh, okay.
And in the local paper.
What is the mayor's name? Is he like Lord Mount Buntcliffe or something?
No, he's just think he's just a local builder or something at the minute. I'm
Oh.
not sure. He doesn't have any roles or power or anything. He just opens a new park every now and then, and they swap every year.
Oh, he's not Duke, Lord,
No,
Mountbatten or anything.
no, nothing like that. He just cuts ribbons, and he's purely ceremonial, I think. And then we're going to do lots of food testing, lots of drinks testing, because I know you two are always interested in that. You know, what we eat over here, what we drink. Our Starbucks is different. We have the infamous Greg's chain, which I know you guys don't have over there.
No.
What is that?
That's like Greg's. So it's an institution in England. They do like sausage rolls and pasties and pastries. There's one in every town and city in England. It's
Oh, I see. Okay, Greg's with 2 G's at the end.
That's it, yeah.
A British food to go brand, fresh bakes, sandwiches, hot drinks, and sweet treats, founded in 1939. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big deal in England. So when they release their Christmas stuff, we'll go there. We've got Days Out coming, so I'll film the local parade in my town. That's a big deal. We love that.
What's Days Out? What is that?
Days Out, so we're going to go to Christmas markets. The nearest one to me would be Manchester. That's really big.
Oh, so you're going to film that as well? Because those Christmas markets look amazing over there.
They are. Yeah, some are better than others, but the Manchester one's really good.
How
so
far
we're
are
going to
you?
go there.
It's Manchester's like a city, right?
Yes, yeah. Manchester's the nearest city to me. It's about an hour's drive.
Okay, an hour. Yeah, and Seth, you know they drive in like those old 1920s cars,
Yeah.
you know, and they're like yeah. That's how they do in the English countryside. It's not really an hour drive if it was like a modern vehicle, but in the countryside, it goes much slower.
You stop by the creek and stuff like that.
Yeah, let the horses drink. I know
Have
how
a
it
drink
goes.
and
Yeah. That is. So, is there anything new that you haven't tried yet? Because your kids are obviously each year getting a little bit older that they're bringing into the fold, or that you're trying that you haven't yet. I know you went to Disneyland Paris. So, any new things that you haven't done yet this holiday season that we wouldn't know about over here in America?
In terms of new. We're pretty traditional over here. We pretty much do the same things every year.
Okay.
If anything comes to mind, I'll let you know, Chad. But I can't think off the top of my head anything new.
Okay. I love that. Well,
Doing the annual Krampus tossing.
Well, that's a given.
That's more
That's
of a
a
German
given.
thing.
that's a given, though, Seth. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So, and do you go to are there like nights where they have like at the local pubs there? Because I know there's like social halls kind of. Do they have special Christmas beers like they do over here?
Yeah, we have seasonal ales. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I need to try some.
Yeah.
And do you drink them warm? Don't they drink them warm over there?
The real ales are sort of room temperature. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like our IPAs and stuff. The lager is cold, cider's cold, but our real ale, which is like more your Christmassy kind of brews, they'll be served room temperature, and they're often quite flat.
Huh.
I'm not selling it very well, but they're delicious. They are very, very nice.
So if I get an ale over here, like a British ale, because I'm going to look at World Market, I should actually drink it room temperature.
I prefer it a bit chilled, but if you go
Okay.
into the pubs, it will be served room temperature. Yeah.
Wow. Seth,
So
is
like
that how
picture
you
a
drink?
roaring fire and a nice pint of English ale. It's beautiful.
I'm trying to think of last time I had. I think last English ale, like Tins or something. It was probably like 30 years ago.
Boddington's.
Is it Boddington?
Yes, yeah, Boddington's. Yeah, that's quite a standard ale. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
did you have it room temp,
It's,
Seth?
I think it was chilled. When it came back up, it was probably more room temperature.
By the time you finished it.
No.
Craig, what is the temperature over there today? I hear a fireplace going right now. What is the temp in the English countryside? Then we'll go to the
quite
weather.
warm.
Oh, yeah?
It's still quite warm. I think we're about 15 degrees. I'm not sure what that would be in your temperature.
We're going to have to do that conversion because 15 degrees would not be warm here.
58? Taking the crap.
Well, Seth, you're right on. It's 59.
Oh, well
You're off
done,
by
Seth.
one.
Oh, okay.
He's a genius, Craig.
He
My
is.
cousin
He
is a
knows.
genius. Jeez,
That's really warm for this time of year. That's quite warm.
Wow. Okay, so you're just under 60 degrees. Seth, how is the weather over? Look at that. The crowd's going crazy. Look at how's the weather over in Chicago?
I'm kind of blown away. I'm looking at my thing right now. It's showing 70 degrees.
Is it
I
really?
was just like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's crazy. It's a little rainy and overcast. But back
That's
to you,
warm.
Chad.
Wow. Okay, that is warm. So that's 21
Yeah.
Celsius, 70 degrees. So
Okay.
for Chicago should be like 10 degrees Celsius, I would say right now. Maybe. I mean, it's usually cold in November. What's going on?
Yeah,
It's
it was
wild.
absolutely. I mean, this is the first year. I mean, what is it? Halloween wasn't like freezing cold. It was windy, but I mean, I think it was like in the mid to high 50s or something. So
Sheesh.
very unusual.
I think the problem is Craig Seth owns so many factories, they're polluting Chicago and they're just killing the ozone layer and it's getting tropical. So
Anyway, on to our next segment.
are you being investigated by the EPA, Seth? It is in the North Carolina 72 right now. So
Okay.
it should not be anywhere near the same temp as Chicago. So something's wrong. I should
Yeah.
be making fun of Seth how cold he is and that I'm walking around in shorts. This is no fun for me, Craig. This is the problem.
This
So
is not your usual. This is not your usual Chicago November. Then, Seth, is
crazy.
Oh
it?
no, I'm sure by next weekend it'll all fall off. I mean,
Yeah.
we got
We
this
hope
rain.
so.
Yeah.
We hope so, Seth. This is no fun. Seth is just way too happy these days, Craig.
We
He's in
can't have
love.
that.
He lives in the tropics. No, it's not good for the show. We've got to have a little bit of something going on. So, Craig, we discussed when you were on before. You were telling us about mince pies, and I said I don't eat meat, so I was like I can't eat mince meat, thinking they were all meat. And you told us no, they're like different fruits and things inside, and I said, oh my gosh, it sounds amazing. And Seth and I went on about a 10-month quest to find these mince pies. And I was at World Market where they have all international foods, and Seth went to the one near him. And we both found it and we both brought it home. We were so excited. We were texting each other pictures. We were just like, oh my gosh, we finally got a hold of it. And we had no idea if it was going to be good. So we got the Walker's brand. And is that actually a brand that you do have by you as well?
Oh, I was so excited when I read that you guys were trying mince pies. Finally, I was so happy. Walkers are famous over here for their shortbread biscuits. That's what they're most known for.
Yes.
They make them in Scotland. You guys actually nailed it because Walkers are like a luxury mince pie.
Oh.
So they're at the higher end of mince pies. You can't really get them in the supermarkets or grocery stores. They tend to be in like what we call garden centers, so like independent high street shops, that sort of thing. I've never had a Walker's mince pie, but I love their shortbreads. But their mince pies are at the top end.
Oh,
So you
look
nailed
at
it
us,
for your
Seth.
first mince pie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And they were in a shortbread crust, which made it really delicious too.
Yeah, there you
Should
go.
we have heated them up or just we ate them room temperature?
So I got a few notes for you guys.
Oh,
It made me laugh when you were discussing how to eat it, and Chad, you were wondering whether to slice it like an
Right.
actual pie, and I was screaming, "No, no, don't!" And then Seth, you were talking about taking the bottom off,
Yeah, but I ended up taking
and
the
I was like,
top
"No,
off, and it was a
don't do
shame.
that, please." So, in my opinion, they are completely different, warm, and a lot nicer.
oh, really?
Yeah, you'll get a different taste, in my opinion.
This is the drum roll is because he's giving tips. So you're saying number one, we should warm them up. Now I still have some left, and so does Seth. So warm them up.
I think they taste better warm, personally.
Okay. Okay, Seth, are you going to try them again warmed up?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're-
It's put them in for a couple seconds, or put them in like a little toaster oven, something.
The oven, don't microwave
No.
it, Seth. It's going to make it all mushy. Sorry,
okay,
Craig. I'm
right.
sorry.
Okay,
I
sorry.
apologize.
No,
I'm-
microwave's fine. Microwave's
Oh, yeah?
fine. So
Okay.
we reviewed mince pies on the YouTube channel, and then this weekend I had a mince pie from a coffee shop, and they asked if I wanted it warm, and I said
Oh.
yes, please. And they even gave me a bit of like squirty brandy cream with it,
Brandy cream's like a whipped
Interesting.
cream?
like whipped cream. Yeah,
Okay.
it was like it's called Bailey's infused cream. Do you guys have Bailey's there?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, okay. That took it to another level. So that was a 10 out of 10.
Oh, that's a good idea. We should try that. So Bailey's infused whipped cream on top of the mince pie heated up. Oh my
Oh,
God. Can't
yeah.
clear my schedule. This sounds like an amazing night ahead. Wow.
Really does.
I mean, they're delicious normally without being warm, but warm them up not long because inside will be red hot and you won't be able to eat it. But in my opinion, they taste a lot nicer warm.
Wow. And
Oh,
you're getting them fresh because you're getting them. I mean, we had them packaged. I don't know when they were made. They were still delicious, but I can imagine the fresh ones are just next level.
We have them packaged mainly. Yeah, you can get fresh ones,
Oh,
which
okay.
are like, when me and my daughter will bake them Christmas Eve.
Oh well.
and they're incredible straight out of the oven. But the majority of them in England are pre-packaged.
And the crust is normally shortbread, or it's normally like a normal pie crust.
You can get both. I think the luxury ones are more shortbread, but the standard supermarket ones are just normal pastry crust. Yeah.
And
All right.
these were tiny. I mean, they were maybe like 2 inches in diameter, like in a nice little metal tin and all
Yeah,
that
that's your
stuff.
standard mince pie. Yeah, yeah. They don't come
Oh,
much bigger
okay.
than that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't.
interesting.
Seth, they're normal size. You just have gigantic hands. I didn't want to tell you.
Right. Like, give me pie.
Yeah. Oh, so they are normally that small size. I thought it was just like because they were packaged like that. So they don't come in like full pie size generally. They're just like you
I've
eat
never
one at a
seen one
time.
like that. No, I've never
Oh,
seen a full pie size. Yeah, cousin Lee was asking if you can warm them up, wasn't he? And yeah, definitely they taste very different warmed up. I prefer them.
Yes. If we're referring to the international foods tasting we did last week with King of all superfans Christmas, Cousin Lee was on. That was so much fun. He unfortunately did not have the mince pie, so he didn't get to try them, but hopefully he will, which is cool. Now I think I can reveal, Seth, and we'll show it when we get it in. We got a fun note from Lee that actually made us some custom Christmas Cousins mugs and is sending them our way, which was just like such a fun, amazing thing. So we are eagerly waiting for those, and we'll have Bailey's and those with our mince pie, and it will be heavenly, Seth. Hey, look at this journey you're taking.
yeah.
This is amazing.
Infused whipped cream and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Homemade
Seth,
So,
mugs.
do they?
yeah.
What?
Well, he
Oh,
had them made, I
yeah.
guess, from the store. Seth, could you tell Craig, now, Craig, this will blow your mind. So 2 Octobers ago, before we started this journey, or Novembers rather, it's November 4th. Nothing going on here tomorrow in the country to discuss. So
Right.
what,
Even
what,
we're talking about it over
I
here.
know. Oh, really? Oh, geez. Well, just everybody here's writing Cousin Seth in for president, and I hear he's going to win by a landslide.
There
So
was a lot of write-ins. I was chatting up everybody in line on Saturday.
I guess that make me vice president. Fun. So,
We're
so
actually working on a co-presidency thing. We were
see
talking.
that, Craig? He does that, so I do all the work, and he goes
I can
around the
see.
yeah.
I can see
All
where
right.
he's going.
And he's at Camp David golfing. So, Seth, what would you have been doing 2 Novembers ago before this journey started? It's early November. Tell me right now. You're on the phone with Craig from across the pond, laughing, discussing Baileys and mince pies, and so excited for the season. What would your November look like before this journey? Craig, you ready to have your mind blown? Because it's going to involve a dull gray room and twiddling his thumbs. I'm sorry, Seth. Okay.
Well, I want to say there's a high probability it would still have me sitting in this McDonald's parking lot in my car, but a lot of different circumstances surrounding it. Yeah, I maybe be grabbing a bite to eat or something like that. But yeah, none of this would be on my radar at all. Maybe I got roped into watching a Hallmark movie or something like that. But I can tell you with absolute certainty, it would not have been in a world market.
Right.
Yeah, Trader Joe's, I probably would have gone in, but yeah, it would have been very basic stuff, nothing themed. So yeah, this is a big change.
Wow.
It's
And
I can
then
remember in early episodes, Seth, you said you'd walk into like Trader Joe's and you would just walk past the festive goodies and things that are completely oblivious to them.
oh yeah, absolutely. Just immediately turned off certain things like the whole pumpkin anything that I've been like nope. But I guess sometimes you got to force yourself into these things.
yeah, you do. That's amazing, Seth. And now you're spearheading a movement of other people who need this kind of Christmas love. So so Craig's sitting there now in another country across the Atlantic, enjoying you eating a mince pie. This journey is mind blowing to me. It's so fun. That's happening, Craig. We love having our return guests and friends on and everything like that. So the plans for you this holiday season are to do your traditions, which you do. You're going to blow up that YouTube channel, The Christmas Guy 365, with a lot more activities and fun. I can't wait to see what everything looks like. If you can, Craig, I have a request during the Holiday Light Spectacular that you're doing. Film around your neighborhood a little, because I'd love to see the rest of the neighborhood and see what it looks like if you can.
Yeah, as a family, we drive around the town and we like do our own little judging thing in the car. So we'll go to Starbucks, we'll get like a Christmas drink, and then we'll drive around our local town and see the best lights. So I'll definitely film that so you guys can judge for yourselves as well.
Wow. And do you all wear Victorian garb specifically for this event, or is that just your daily wear?
Of course, I have to take my top hat off to get into the car, but yeah,
This is how I picture it, Seth. They're all multi-layered and ruffled
Absolutely.
shirts. Yeah, I would like to do that actually. Dress up, Seth. If you come here,
Super
we're
nice.
going caroling. You come here before the season, we'll dress up Victorian by the beach and go caroling. That would be
Sounds great.
fantastic. Yeah, that would be. The okay, so you'll drive around. So you're going to do that. So anybody who wants to see what the English countryside looks like, we can check out your YouTube video. That's going to be a lot of fun. I just love seeing it because it's so foreign to us. To you, I know you grew up there and it's different, but it's totally a different way of life and a different lifestyle. And then just like when you come over here and you last year went to California, you couldn't believe
yeah,
how busy the streets were and how big the cars were and the roads and the people and everything.
yeah. I felt like a hobbit from Lord of the Rings crossing the road, and these big trucks revving their engines, and everything was just so much bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I do it as well, to show people how we do it over here. We get a lot of questions on Instagram. What do you eat for Christmas dinner and things like that. So yeah, it's good. It's good for everyone to do it. And like I said, I just have fun. I just have fun doing it. My daughter loves doing it. My son, sometimes when he turns his Xbox off, he likes doing it. My wife likes doing it. So we're having fun. We're showing people what Christmas looks like in the English countryside. And there's like I said, today in England, there's a lot of Christmas adverts dropped for the big supermarkets.
Oh, okay.
So like Marks and Spencers and Sainsbury's and things, they've dropped their Christmas adverts. So it really starts to feel like Christmas is finally here. So we can get some good content going.
Oh, so you get the flyers or the catalogs at your house as well, and then of like all the different gifts and things.
Yeah, we get all that stuff as
That's
well.
fun.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. So here's the breaking news I want to know, Craig. You saw I posted my world famous, and it's world famous, we know because we're in multiple countries, the world famous hot cocoa bar. Do we have breaking news that you will be trying it on your YouTube channel this holiday season? Give us the news, Craig.
So I told my wife Charlotte about this a couple of months ago, because we were thinking about what to do Christmas Eve and stuff, because my wife actually works Christmas Eve. So when she gets home, I wanted to do something special for her. And you put it up on your Instagram, and I said, Charlotte, what do you think of this? And she went, what is that? It looks incredible.
Oh,
and I said, that is
it.
Cousin Chad's infamous hot cocoa bar, and we're going to try and replicate it, maybe with an English twist.
Oh, wow. I love that. That's going to be fun. Seth, our first international one. Look at the crowd's going crazy over that. So,
Absolutely.
Craig, you have to, the whole point, the setup is fun, the music, the fire, the scents, everything. So the setup of it is fun. The finalizing is fun. And just having it all day, you feel like you're at like a Christmas Inn where you can just grab it all day and do whatever. And
That's the beauty of it, yeah.
Yeah. I cannot wait to see, because I got more comments on that story on our Instagram at Christmas Cousins Pod on Instagram and Facebook. But Seth, I haven't even shared with you all the comments. So many people commented, this is so awesome. This is inspirational. I want to try one. And everybody I responded, try it. Let us know. Tag us, because I want to see what other people do about it. And Craig, it'll change how you look at stores too, because now you're going to go to stores like, that'd be a nice addition to the cocoa bar. That'd be a nice addition.
You started a movement, Chad. You started
a
movement,
right?
An international movement.
Really? Seth, I think we're spreading Christmas cheer worldwide, Seth. This is, it's amazing. Seth, what else do you have questions about any English traditions that you want to try for this holiday season? You're only the seasonal sophomore.
Yes, I know I want to pick up some crackers.
Yes.
The
ones you pull.
Yes. I want to try that. I think that's a great tradition. What I know of it. And
Don't eat them, Seth.
Yeah.
What's that?
Seth. Don't eat them, Seth. They're not edible.
Well, then I guess I don't know the tradition of it.
You did that once, right, Seth? Didn't you do that? Not eat it, but didn't you have neighbors over that did that? The crackers.
I put one end in my mouth and I started to pull it.
It didn't end well.
I heard they were filled with jelly, so.
No, but I really thought, didn't you have neighbors that you had a Christmas or like a holiday party with, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, it's funny that you remember that of that entire story.
I remember the rest of the story, Seth, but I'm not bringing that whole part up. I'm just bringing up the cracker part.
Yes, yes. We had, what he was referring to is there was a family when we lived in Texas. They were from the UK, and we went over to their house one Christmas for a Christmas dinner, and I don't know if it's going, but they were neighbors of ours. How do I? Yeah.
Just long story short, did you try the crackers? Because there is a whole side
Oh,
story going on that we'll do a
yeah.
cover in the off
So
season.
you saw my eyes darting back and forth, trying to figure out what was
Seth
appropriate.
was trying to get out of that one.
Exactly.
I did not try the crackers.
Okay. So they do have them at World Market, Seth. I saw them last time. So,
They do. They do.
and what do? You just pull them apart? They make a pop? You don't eat them?
No, so one person holds one end, the other. It's kind of like a tug of war,
Mm.
and they make a little pop noise, and whoever has the longest end wins. And inside there's a little prize and a paper crown hat. There's normally a terrible joke in there that you have to read.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun. All right, we'll have to try that, Seth. I'll get one and you get one.
Absolutely. And I want to do something for Boxing Day.
Oh.
I know we don't celebrate it over here that much, so I know you kind of went last time you're on, or you'd gone through what you and your family will do on the 26th. For anyone who doesn't know, so kind of like to see that. You're here about your whole day's plans and activities.
Yeah, that's a good point, Seth. Craig, do you have now? You had off, I think, almost 2 weeks last year for the holiday season. Is that the same this year?
Friday the 20th, Chad. Friday the 20th.
Friday the 20th. Wow. And you go back when? Like,
I think it's 2nd of January.
okay, so it's nice. So you have about that's almost 14 days. Oh,
Yeah, so picture this. I finished the 20th of Friday. I jump on my bicycle. I've got Christmas music on my headphones.
Yes.
And biking home ready for Christmas. It's the best feeling in the world, yeah.
Oh,
Boxing
that
Day is could you liken it to Thanksgiving? Maybe not. Boxing Day is obviously the day after Christmas, the 26th. It's a really lovely day in England where you eat all your leftover food. There's lots of football matches on, or soccer as you would call it. So maybe a little bit like Thanksgiving. It's a big day to go down to the pub. A lot of people go down to the pub and talk about Christmas and stuff like that. So yeah, we love Boxing Day.
That is fun. Everybody's off. They're just enshrouded in the holidays. And,
Yeah.
and it makes Christmas Day even better because the next day is a holiday. And in the U.S., some people go to work the day after Christmas, which is crazy. That's crazy. So
That's not right.
it is not right.
That
It
is
should-
not right.
That whole week.
No.
I wouldn't. Seth wouldn't. Seth, do you have your staff?
Seth doesn't need to, does he?
He doesn't need to, but Craig, he does have 30, 40,000 worldwide employees. Seth, will you commit on air today to give them Boxing Day off? Seth, please let us know. Let your employees know.
Instead of Christmas.
No.
Yes. Everyone in the org off on the 26th.
What a transformation we've seen. What
Right.
a transformation.
This is so Dickensian. This is the Christmas Carol
This is
right
the Christmas
here.
Carol, the modern day
Amazing.
version.
2 years ago, he fired his entire staff that actually took off on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And now look at you, Seth. This is
Right.
For even
amazing.
daring to question it.
Seth, have you been visited by all three ghosts? Is that what
Yeah,
happened?
what's going on?
Yeah. Ghost of Christmas Chad. That's what happened. Yeah.
The ghost of Christmas Chad.
I love, because he's an hour behind me, I love texting. I get up really early at like 5 something. I love texting Cousin Seth show ideas on what we're doing for the day or the week. At like,
Oh, I'm sure
so,
he appreciates that.
Yeah, so I know at 4 a.m. he's seeing these texts and he's just like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
Waking up.
Yeah, that's half the fun, off the air. So everybody, this has been so much fun, Craig. I could talk to you all day about this. I love hearing. I do hope one day to get over there and see the English countryside, Seth.
That would be amazing.
It really would, and you could tour us, and we'll all go biking through. Oh, it'd be so fun. I love it. We've got to make it happen, Seth. And Seth, you look great in a top hat, so it's gotta.
Yes,
We
you
really
would.
need to do it.
And one
So-
of those big front wheel bicycles.
Yeah.
Oh, a penny farthing.
Is that what it's called? A penny farthing?
Yeah, please don't wear a top up if you come to England, gents. Please.
We won't though. So here's the thing. We will be having Craig back on in a couple of weeks. I'm so impressed that you did this, Craig. We said, hey, can you get the Lifetime channel where you are? You had a cable guy come over to try to get the Lifetime channel so we could have you on to review a Christmas movie that takes place in the English countryside. You did the legwork. You did what it took to find it. You confirmed you do have that movie coming, correct? November 16th, I believe.
with all the luck in the world, I can watch that film. Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing. So
Nice.
Seth, we can watch it and get his full overview of what they did wrong, what they did right, what was accurate, what wasn't accurate. That's going to be another level. We may be the only podcast with an international correspondent for this movie, Seth.
That's gonna be awesome. That'd be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
I know. This is going to be great. So everybody check out Craig's YouTube channel, The Christmas Guy 365 on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. It's him and his family. It's the English countryside. It's Christmas. What not to love. Craig's a returning guest, a full-throttled Christmas cousin. He closes the door, says, "No one bother me at work. I'm listening to Cousin Seth," and just laughing his head off. And I hear his productivity is through the roof because of the Christmas cousins, because we keep you up. And
Oh, absolutely.
I love it. I'd love to hear that. And one day, maybe you can become part of Seth's organization, which would be really great. You know, Seth is a fine
That's the
CEO.
dream.
That
That's
is
the
the dream.
dream.
I mean, he's a.
Hearing all the perks and benefits.
That's right. Boxing Day off now.
Boxing Day off.
That's it. Well, thank you so much. We've learned a lot. We've covered a lot. We are big mince pie fans now. I'm going to have another one, I think, tonight heated up because now I'm very interested,
Yeah,
which is great.
Yeah.
And Craig, we will be talking to you in about 2 weeks. And everybody, please check us out at Christmas Cousins Pod on Instagram and Facebook. Seth, thank you so much. Craig, thank you so much for joining us again. This is so much fun.
Chad, Seth, thank you so much for having me back on. It's always a pleasure. You two are the hardest working men in the Christmas podcast space. Thank you so much for keeping me entertained and for letting me come on.
Thank you, Craig. Oh, I love that,
Thank
Seth.
you.
The hardest working men in the space. Well, me at least, Seth. I mean, I do most stuff.
Yeah,
I work,
yeah.
I'm gonna update my resume with it anyway, but
That's right.
just put it on there.
Yeah, that's a great quote to put on there. So thank you, everybody. We will see you soon. Thank you again, Craig. Check him out on YouTube.